My dear students, life is full of sufferings. Human life is full of sufferings. The cause of sufferings is desire. The root cause of each and every suffering in human life is desire or greed. But don't worry, the end of the suffering is possible. How? This end is possible by following eightfold paths. At the very beginning, if I tell that life is full of sufferings, the real reason behind this suffering is human desire. And these sufferings can be overcome. And the ways for overcoming these sufferings is to follow eightfold paths. If I tell so at the very beginning of the class, sometimes you may think, what happened to our teacher? My dear ones, this is not my philosophy. But these are not something emerged out of my mind. Before telling who told these things, I may just invite your attention to a story. In 623 BC, in a famous garden called Lumbini, a prince was born. His name was Siddhartha Gautama. Lumbini is now in Nepal. It was in India. The child was enjoying his life because he was a prince. He was living in a palace. He was getting attention from all the people. He was leading a luxurious life. He was the prince of Kapilavastu. And during his life, one day, he happened to go outside the palace. It was a special day because before that also he had gone outside. But this time, his heart became disturbed and distressed because he came to see some people who are living with sadness, miseries, tragedies, pathetic aspects of life. This incident, these pictures made his heart irritated, disturbed. And meanwhile, he just left his palace and walked without any aim. And he just came to the beneath of a tree and sat there. He was thinking something. He was just contemplating. On a particular day, he got some revelation. He got some intuitive knowledge from the inner part of his mind. And he discovered 4 noble truths. And these 4 noble truths were what I just told before you at the very beginning of this class. The 4 noble truths of Buddhism. And this person, Siddhartha, started knowing as Buddha after getting this revelation, after getting this intuitive knowledge, after discovering these 4 noble truths. He started knowing, he started being known as Buddha, and he is none other than Lord Buddha, the introducer, the founder of Buddhism in our country. And these 4 facts, these 4 truths, these 4 aspects, these 4 mottos are known as the 4 noble truths of Buddhism. That is, human life is full of sufferings. The root cause of all the sufferings is human desire. As you know, human beings are desiring different things. We desire something one after one. As I told earlier, if you have got a bicycle, then you will be desiring for a bike. If you have got a bike, then you will be desiring for a car. If you have got a car, then you will be desiring for something more. So, according to Buddhism, human desire is the cause behind all the miseries. But Lord Buddha did not run away. Lord Buddha did not leave the place by creating some sort of darkness in our mind, telling that human life is full of sufferings and human desire is the root cause behind all the sufferings. But he just gave us a hope, a piece of hope, telling that don't worry, you can overcome the miseries. But there is a demand. You should follow 8-fold path for overcoming the miseries. And what are these 8-fold paths? Let's look. What are these 8-fold paths? I may show you. Sorry. These are the 8-fold paths according to Buddhism. A right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Right view. We had told that when we were talking about something called vision of life. Vision of life is known as philosophy, and we know that every person has got his own philosophy of life, vision of life, or view of life. If we are able to keep the right view of life, the right concept of life, the right philosophy of life, we will not be falling in any sort of sadness, distress, disturbance. See, life is a center of happiness and sadness. And we should look at ourselves. We always look at some other people and we feel that he or they have got something better than me. And this is something faulty. This is a mistaken notion. this is not the right view on life. I had heard these lines. I do not know who wrote these lines, so I happened to read these lines. I had sorrow because I had no shoes, until I saw a man who had no legs. I was in a dilemma. I was in great sadness. I was in a struggle. I was weeping just because I was not able to walk properly because I hadn't got any shoe. But this sadness remained for a while, only for a few hours, because I happened to see a man moving on the road, moving on the street. He hadn't got any leg. He hadn't got feet. So we should approach our life in a proper manner. If we have got something, then we should feel that I have got this much. This is enough for me. There are people who haven't got even this one. So this should be our view. We should think that life is, it may be, sometimes we may have to face some problems. And we should feel that there will be some recovery, or there will be some solutions for these problems. So there should be right view on our life. If you have the right view on life, then you can overcome the sufferings according to Buddhism. Then right intention. When we do something, then our intention should be right. We should not do anything for our selfishness. We should desire for the goodness of others. When we indulge in some charity, it should not be for publicity. It should not be for our selfishness. It should be for service. Whatever thing we are doing, there should be right intention behind that. Otherwise, our unconscious mind will be creating problems for us. If our intention is not right, then our mind will always tell us what you have done is not right. It was not good. So our intention should be proper. We should do all the things with the right intention. Our mind should be innocent. Our mind should be away from all the sorts of selfishness. We should never cheat others. We should never do anything for cheating others. If you are keeping smile on your face or on your lips, then that smile should be in your mind too, in your heart too. So right intention is another way which you can use for overcoming such miseries. And right speech. We should think twice when we tell something. Once we utter some words, we cannot call it back. When it is out, then you can never call it back. And after telling something, we always think that we shouldn't have told so. What is the use? We should think more and more before telling something. We should think about the after effects of our words before producing them. Otherwise, sometimes our words will be creating problems for us. We should never tell anything about any person without getting clear proof, without knowing that it is true. Once a person came to Socrates and started telling something about another person, something worse about another person. Then Socrates asked him, "My dear friend, if we tell something about this person, if we discuss some drawbacks, some demerits of this person, will it affect that person in any sense?" Then the person told, "No, not at all." Then Socrates asked, "And if we do so, can we get any benefit?" The person thought, "Not at all." Then why should we tell something about that person? Why should we waste our time? So we should think twice or several times before uttering something. We should tell something to others to please them, to provide, to offer peace of mind to others. As I told in Malayalam, once the famous Russian writer Tolstoy was walking on a street. He happened to see a beggar. The beggar came to Tolstoy and asked him, "Sir, give me something. I'm so much hungry." Socrates just searched in his pocket and he found that he hadn't got anything in his pocket. And he just told, "My dear brother, sorry, my dear brother, I haven't got anything for giving you." Then the beggar hugged him. So Tolstoy was shocked. Tolstoy asked, "What the hell you are doing?" "Actually, I told that I haven't got anything for giving you, and you hug me. What is this?" Then the person told, "Sir, this is the first time in my life a person calls me my dear brother." Yes, my dear students, your words can give mental peace for others sometimes. Why should we hurt others? Why should we disturb others? Why should we always tell something bad about others? We can see goodness in all the person. Because Swami Vivekananda has told that education is the process of modifying the behavior. Education is the manifestation of the divine perfection already in man. So he told that there is a divine perfection in each and every man, in each and every woman, in each and every person, and we should be able to see that divine perfection, that virtue, so we can tell something good about all the people. So right speech is another way for overcoming the miseries. Right action. We should always think something virtue. Our action should be right. We should always do some righteousness, some righteous actions. If we are doing something evil, then it will be disturbing our mind. Our mind has got some peculiarities. According to Jawaharlal Nehru, human mind is an enigma. Sometimes we may not be able to control. What we do may be affecting our thoughts, may be affecting our mind. So if we are doing something evil, it will be creating a sort of ill feeling in our mind. So we should try to do only good things. Our action should be good. Our action should be right. It should be for for the welfare of the society. Then right livelihood. Whenever we earn something, the means, I mean the way of earning our livelihood should be right. We should keep honesty when earning something. We have seen that during the Vedic period, actually they were giving instructions to the people to keep dharma when earning artha, worldly wealth. We should not cheat others for earning more and more money. We should show commitment to our profession, our job. We should not cheat others. Why should we cheat others? We should earn everything to the proper manner. If we are cheating others, it will disturb our mind. Whatever thing we are earning, it should be through proper manner, without cheating others, without stealing others' money. And we feel that we are not stealing money. Sometimes we may not be stealing others' money directly, but indirectly, all the people do so. For example, if we have got a job in a government educational institution, sometimes we will not be attending the classes regularly. Sometimes we will not be attending the classes by keeping punctuality. But still, we are getting the salary. We always talk about our rights, but we never talk about our duties. Without doing our duty, if we are earning money, then it is not good. It's not the right livelihood and right effort. We should try. We should try our level best for achieving more and more. If you are not trying, if you are not working hard, then we will be disappointed when we have to face some failures, because we will feel that if I tried, if I worked a little more harder, I would have passed in the examination. I would have cleared the next examination. But if we try, if we work hard, then even if we are not able to achieve what we intended, we will feel that, oh, I have tried at my level best, but I haven't missed it. So we have to try. We have to work hard. Then we can get a sort of mental peace, mental satisfaction, or relaxation. Without working hard, and if you are not getting, or if you are not reaching our goal, it will be creating some irritation, some disturbance in your mind. Then comes right mindfulness. See, human mind will be wandering here and there if it is not being used in the right manner. We should make our mind full of positive thoughts. We should never let our mind remain idle. This idleness, this laziness will be creating some sort of tendency in our mind to wander here and there. And we will be going on thinking some useless things. We will be going on making our mind travel into different useless things. And it will be creating some problems to our mind. Nowadays, you can see lots of psychological centers out there, counseling centers out there, because people have lost their mental peace. People feel that they have got some suicide tendency because they're thinking something about this and that. There is no aim, there is no goal, there is no systematic thinking. And because of these useless thoughts, people get irritated. So for avoiding this one, you should think about different aspects in a positive manner. Your mind should be light with positive thoughts. Then it will be making you away from miseries, making you away from tensions, making you away from pressures. There should be some light moments in our life. Then comes the final one, the last one, right concentration. We should be able to keep accurate concentration. When we do something, we should be able to focus on that particular thing. Our mind should not deviate from the thing which we are doing. And this is also something important. Nowadays, people are doing different things to cater, and there is a possibility for deviating our concentration. We should find some time, my dear students, for sitting alone, at least for half an hour, and to concentrate on something. And this practice will be giving us the ability to concentrate on something which we are doing at a particular point of time. This concentration is important. Nowadays, we are not able to concentrate on anything because our mind is wandering here and there. We have got different desires. We only think about the facilities. We only think about the luxurious life. We never think about the mental satisfaction. We look at this man, and we desire to get something which has already been gained by some other people. So we have to think about these eightfold paths. So according to Buddhism, human life is full of miseries. And the root cause behind these miseries are human desire. But don't worry, there can be an end to these miseries. And if you want to end the miseries, if you want to overcome the miseries, if you want to survive the miseries, you should follow the eightfold paths. This is something about the philosophy of Buddhism, the concept of Buddhism on about human life. And moreover, one more thing is there. Another core principle, another core philosophy, or another core philosophical thought of Buddhism is non-violence. Buddhists do not believe in violence. They believe that there should not be any sort of violence because violence comes because of human desire. Because we want more, so we want to conquer others. We are not satisfied with what we have got, what we have gained. We want to capture what others have gained, so we will be fighting with them for capturing what others have gained. So this is also violence, always create disturbance in our mind. See, even if a king is able to conquer another king, and if he is able to capture the kingdom of another king, but still his mind will not be peaceful. His mind will not be satisfied. His mind will be eager for capturing some other kingdom too. So this non-violence is also one of the core principles of Buddhism. This is something about Buddhist philosophy.